everybody, and welcome to a Tatter-a-fact here at the Girlz Inc. studio in Las Vegas. And today we're doing a remote podcast, and we're doing it with someone super cool. I think she's a badass. She's different. I hear you giggling over there. And she's become a really, really good friend. So I'm super stoked to have her, Jenn Boyd. Yay. Hey. Jenn.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I know you're kind of shy and a little reserved. I saw an Instagram post of yours. It might have been New Year's resolution stuff, and maybe that's when you posted it. And I saw you post a list of things that you wanted to either be better at or they were on your bucket list this year. And one of them was being not being so shy and being a little bit more, putting yourself out there a little bit more and being the face of your brand. And I don't know, did that include reels, Jenn? Are we going to see Jenn Boyd doing reels?
Probably not, because I'm really bad at scripted things and I'm really bad at, following directions. So probably not. For me, I think it's going to be more of, lives and getting out there, talking about products more, talking about the law of attraction and all that good stuff. So it's probably not going to be too many reels.
Not too many reels, I know.
Yeah, you probably won't see me dancing.
No dancing. You know what? Well, it's like, so we have a close group of friends, our tribe, and like no one in our tribe does reels. And I knew when I started doing them, everyone's gonna make fun of me. And and of course, Will made fun of me a little bit, and that's. But I knew it was coming.
Come on, you think Will's not going to make fun of me all the time either when I talk about law of attraction?
Oh, I know. He totally makes fun of me. But I got to tell you, with the reels, and I don't even really do the reels to promote product. I mean, we do reels like that. But what reels have become to me is they're fun. They're actually kind of a distractor, right? For me, because I get the anxiety, I get caught up in my own thoughts, and you have to have like distractors and things to pull you out of that. And the reels do that for me. My God, we just did what, 3 reels today, you guys, right before the podcast, and they were so fucking funny. We were out. Olivia was snort laughing. And it's like, when I sneeze, I pee. If I laugh too much, I pee. So, I might have dribbled a little bit. We were laughing so hard.
So it's good the camera's just like here and up.
Yeah, exactly. So they're fun. And I think it's a little break from being on the computer. For my team, it's a little break to get out from behind the computers. It brings us together. We laugh our asses off. And they're fun. And you have to be creative. And you have to remember the lines a little bit. And if you're creative enough, then you can do some with products and tattooing, and they can also promote your business and promote your products while having a lot of fun. So I like them. There really are some stupid reels out there though that I'm like, I'm not really down for that one. But
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not for me. Like I wouldn't enjoy doing it, so I won't do it. I enjoy speaking on things I know about, and then that's it, because I know it would take 25,000 takes for me to actually get like the words right, because don't you have to kind of lip sync?
Yeah, you got to lip sync.
Yeah, I would be horrible at that.
Yeah, and we usually have a camera rolling, and we'll do like we'll record like me trying to do a reel, and you fuck up your words all the time, and you don't get your timing right, and sometimes the behind the scenes video we capture ends up being funnier than the actual reel, because you screw up so bad and you laugh, and it's just funny. It's funny. So yeah, but Kat, to try to get Kat in a reel, it's got to be a really good reel. It's going to be right up her alley. She doesn't really dig the reels either, but she's like, it's so you, Taryn. I'm like, I know. Yeah, so Jenn Boyd. All right, so let's just look. Everybody knows that anybody that knows you, follows you, knows that you're a badass microblader. You're really, really super skilled at microblading. That's your jam. You're a microblader, and you're really super good at it. And but I don't really want to talk about that today. I think we'll have you come back, and we'll do like a whole podcast on microblading and, you know, the craft of microblading. You give some really cool nuggets, and we'll talk about that. But today I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit more personal, learn a little bit more about you, and talk about you know, your business, your online store, law of attraction, just you know, some things like that. I thought that would be super cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because you're interesting. Not everybody's interesting.
I try.
Well, you're really interesting looking, like, you know, and which I love your look. You kind of got like the goth kind of look. And your house is, well, when you were in California, your house was like super cool, but you've moved to Florida now, and your house is like, oh my God. It's like, I'm not a goth person, but I love your house. I never thought I would say I want to eat like a ribeye off a coffin, but I would.
Oh, you will one. You definitely will be one day.
Yeah, I'm going to eat a ribeye on your coffin. I am. Yes, I am. I know your coffin dining room table is badass, and I would imagine a coffin dining room table is not for everyone. You know, coffins kind of creep people out.
Probably not.
No, but you would probably you'd take a nap in a coffin. You drive a hearse, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on how you look at it. For us, we're just like, we think like coffin shapes and hearses and all of it is just fun. Yeah. Like we don't see any morbidity in it at all.
Right.
But everyone else does, so yeah. I'm probably
yeah. Well, it's probably a good way to look at it, right? It probably saves a lot of, you know, I guess stress, worry. I don't know. Because a lot of people look at hearses and coffins and that sort of fun, and it just creeps them out, makes them think of their own mortality. Which,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right? And some people, you know, I mean, they're afraid of their own mortality. You know, it really creeps them out to the point where it gives them anxiety. I know somebody who has anxiety over thinking about her death, and I'm like, why do you even think about your death? You're like, you know, you're 47 years old, for Christ's sakes. Why are you thinking about your death? I don't know. You know, I think it creeps it up into our mind every now and then, but it's not a constant for me. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a constant thought for me. But I got a friend where it's a pretty regular thought, and I couldn't imagine living with that thought. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So let's just how did you get into PMU? What was it about? You know, permanent makeup that attracted you? Because weren't you a little bit? Were you a little bit? I don't want to say older, but. Longer in the tooth? Longer in the tooth?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was 39 when I took my first class, and it was a 2-day class, and I'll be honest, I didn't know it was permanent makeup. I had been doing brows and working in that genre for a while, and one of my friends said, you know, you're so good at shaping brows, and you're so good with symmetry, I think you should take this class. And he sent me the link, and it was called brow embroidery / microblading. Oh. So the first thing I think of when I hear embroidery is like those old like circle things that we used to do in school. Yeah. So I was like, are we putting thread into brows? Are we putting hairs in them? Like, what are we doing? So
I know exactly what you mean. They usually have like a rooster. Like a barn and a rooster on them, right?
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take our savings, and I took everything from our savings, the whole $3,500.
Everything. That was everything.
Everything.
So that would be
Mark trusts me with everything. Because
so is that what we would call a calculated risk, or is that what we would call I don't know, your entire savings? Yeah, that's like a ballsy risk.
It was, and I had just started getting into the law of attraction, and I just felt good about it when I paid for the class, and I felt good about it when I went to class, and it honestly was the most life-changing thing I've ever done.
Yeah, well, of course, because
You know, the class was horrible.
Yeah.
And I only survived and got where I am now because I knew how to shape brows. So really all I needed that class for was so I can learn how to use the actual tool.
Like how deep to go and how to, yeah, all the technical stuff. So you
Exactly.
had the artistic
Right.
knack
If I
for
had that behind me, I don't know if I would have survived, but having that behind me really helped. I learned enough in that class to feel confident enough to somehow work on people.
Yeah.
But it took off right away. I mean, from the moment I got back from class, I put out an ad for 10 models at $350, and I did those in 2 weeks. And then all their friends started calling me, and by the time I was like 4 or 5 months in, I was probably getting 20 new clients a week.
Wow, that's a lot. So was it already super saturated back then, or did you get in like at the right time? Because right now, I think PMU, like in all the every city across America, and could be for other countries too. I mean, it's super saturated, right?
Yeah, there's none of that happening anymore. Where you take your class and you're making $30,000-$40,000 a month. It's just that doesn't happen anymore.
It is, yeah, it's just not happening anymore.
Yeah, it happened a lot in the beginning. I was probably one of 5 people microblading in Los Angeles County. I only knew of 2 others at the time, and one of them was Daria.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think there was one other person and me, and that was it.
And that was it. Wow. So